And now, live from Laurel, Maryland, the Silicon Trailer Park, it's snack time.
Yes, it's snack time, and welcome to Snackboy. I'd like to say to everyone out there, I've given you a homework assignment, and you've not only risen to the occasion, you've exceeded all our expectations here in the Snackboy studios in Laurel, Maryland. We put the call out for worst job experiences. We said we want you to tell us what hell that you went through for money, for rent, and for love. And everyone has just come together as community and showered us with wonderful, incisive, and sensitive, moving, and sometimes, yes, even disturbing tales of their hours and days and months in a grueling Baskin-Robbins or a grueling retail location. People out there, I'm having a hard time choosing which is the best one. Yes, this is a contest because there's so many ones that are just damn good. And you know what? Before I choose, I'm going to throw another one out at you. I want more. If we've gotten this many, we're going to get more. Anyway, today, I'm coming at you with yard work hell. This is a one-day job, but it counted as a job. A friend of mine is a framer and frames posters for me, movie posters, which I just love to fill the walls of the Snackboy Studios with. Long story short, I owed him more than a little bit of money. And one of the things that I did to pay my friend off, his name is John, he's a great guy, is go to the house of his parents on Randolph Road in Colesville, Maryland, and do yard work for them. I thought to myself, what a perfect idea. You go for maybe 5 or 6 hours, you repay a debt, and you make some ground, God's earth look just a little bit more beautiful. Well, it wasn't such a great idea, people. It was not such a great idea at all. Let me tell you how it ran. I picked up my cousin Patrick. You've never heard of Patrick before, but he is the brother of Charlie, a.k.a. Nigger White Opie, for those of you in the know, those of you who catch up with the old shows. And together we went to do some yard work for these people who I would not say their name on the Internet. I would not tell you their name on the Internet because I'm not going to drag the Clarks through this. It is not the Clarks on Randolph Road. It is not their fault that they do what they do. I was thirsty. It was sunny. It was hot. Patrick and I took off our shirts, and we began to dig. And we began to wheelbarrow. And we began to drag the heavy sodden earth from one side of his house all the way to the other. We had sweat rolling down our bare chests and back. And did that door open for water? Nay. Thirsty. My mouth got dry. I wanted to turn to Patrick and say, how are you doing? But it came out, Patrick, and Patrick, my poor cousin, younger than I, 4 years younger, he looked up and made, the cousin he looks up to and he went, I'm okay. It was at least 100 degrees, and I had to go to the bathroom. I don't know why. I had been offered no fluids, but yes, I had to go. And when I knocked on the door, she answered. She answered the door. The lady of the house, and she was on the phone. She goes, what? And I said, hi, ma'am, I'm very sorry to disturb you, but do you mind if I use your little wrangler's room? Mind if I use your restroom for a minute? It's in the back behind the kitchen. And when I flushed the toilet and went out the restroom, this is what I heard. Margaret, I will tell you the answer to that question, but Margaret, I cannot tell you the answer to that question till I have a little privacy in my home. And I turned around, she was looking right at me. She looked right my way. And then Patrick and I thought of the perfect revenge. As we dug and toiled out in the yard, there was a McDonald's up the road. We decided to walk the mile to McDonald's to get water, just to be martyrs, and to practically crawl back as we held our water up to the sun and just took the precious drops. And then the father came out and goes, that dirt pile isn't supposed to be 6 feet tall. I need 6 feet of dirt to mulch my flowers. You're only giving me 4.5 feet. I want more dirt. You're going to have to go to every single pile, and you're going to have to get more dirt, and you're going to have to do it again. And with that, he turned and he went back into the house. So Patrick and I continued our dig. We swung our picks, and I just swung in the 100-degree sun, just thinking of like a mirage in the desert of water, just dry. dry and crackling and parched, and swung, and we dug. And then she came out and she said, "How much longer do you think you're going to be? I've got my daughter and my grandchildren coming over, and these piles of dirt are unseemly. How long do you think it's going to be before you're done?" And I said, "Mrs. Clark, I think I'm done right now." That's right, and we dropped our pickaxes. And we marched to our cars. We got in, and dirty and covered in dirt did we drive away. And I washed my hands of that day job. People, you've gone through hell at work. I've gone through hell at work. We want more of your stories. We've had stories of Baskin-Robbins where the managers watched and spied from vans with binoculars to make sure that his workers weren't scooping overly large chunks of ice cream into bowls. We've had girls who suffered the toils of retail.